Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Chris, and today we're going to discuss why the universe wants your success more than you do. This is a really important component of the work, given that we work on from a word ago at Innerwealth on the universal laws of nature, trying to give us all a philosophy or a belief system that we can be grounded with, that helps us what they call take off our coat of armor when we get home from work and be real again. So we're going to talk about that. But first, let's go over some of the things we've discussed in the previous videos. The philosophy of success, which is what you must believe in before you get even to the second element of success, goes as follows. Firstly, there's a difference between incremental or incidental and permanent success. And a lot of people get these two confused. Incidental being things that happen on a day-to-day basis that really don't link to the future. Second one was know your give, gratitude, inspiration, vision, and enthusiasm, what you'd give up everything for. The third one was to respect your boundaries, to know that your inheritance really does impact the degree of success that you can experience in life, and your boundaries include your environment and your negotiation with relatives, what have you. The fourth one, your stepping stones. What are the 5-6 things that you need to do on a daily basis? We call it back on track, but what are the 5 or 6 things that you need to do on a daily basis to get you to success? The fifth one was your avoids and your denials. Now, they're really important things because there's places you can go that are a toilet to success. There's places you can go that are comfort zones and they aren't going to work for you. Your mood, the success mood. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. The way that you create an energy or an environment or a mood of success. And last but not least, your influence. The definition of success is actually the number of people you don't react to in the world and therefore you can influence. I hope that philosophy of success summary is helpful. The daily self-help checklist, the back on track process. Are you using your power to the best advantage? Are you seizing opportunities? Are you honestly trying to fill your relations in life in the best possible way with love? Are you adapting and changing to keep up with the changes in the environment? And are you making each day a sure reflection of the future? Let's get started.
At the foundation of all the work that I do in the world are the universal laws, and as you know, I've transcribed those universal laws, which are quite out there in the universe, into the universal laws of nature, because I want people to be able to observe the universal laws in everyday life, in every country in the world, not just Australia or not just the US, not just English speaking. And the way I do that is by not talking about universe and outer space and things of quite high-brow language. I talk about nature. And nature, the wonderful thing about nature, it is universal and its behavior is universal. And therefore, if we're searching for the mind of whatever was created everything, we just have to look into the principles and the processes of nature. If we're looking for guideposts, how to live our lives, whether somebody is right or wrong at work, whether we're being bullied or not being bullied, whether we're living in the right home, whether we're behaving correctly, whether we're doing all these things. The smartest way to deal with this is to look at nature. And so I bring it down today into why is success a topic? Well, the fourth and the fifth law, universal laws of nature, explain something very important. The fourth law of nature is everything vibrates according to its own kind. And what does that mean? Well, if we're a grub in the garden, we vibrate at the kind of vibration a grub will vibrate at, and birds will search for that grub because the birds are animals of prey, and so most of them love eating meat, and grubs are easy to get. What's that got to do with you? Well, when it comes to thought and it comes to success, You've got to ask yourself, are you predator or prey? Now, I know this is uncomfortable conversation, but it's very important to realize that whatever you are predator to, whatever you sell to, whatever you deliver your product to, whatever you deliver your services to, whoever buys your product, in some sense, and I know it's not predator prey, as in violent, but in some sense you serve somebody by, in some aspect of life, having something they want. And so you deliver through the system to somebody something they want. And that's a very important concept to have, because the person who wants something will eventually not want it, because they'll grow out of it and they'll want something more. And if you're not growing up the consciousness cone, if you're not evolving yourself, going through frustra, the vibration of your thoughts will end up being that relatively of a grub. And so very often I meet people in socially or around Bondi or in travels around the planet who are well paid but have the consciousness and the vibration and the energy of a grub, which means they're not going to last long. That's number one. Two, they're having lots of emotional, mental struggles with life. Three, they're probably not in a good health state. Four, their relationship is probably in the pickle at home. All of those things are vibratory. All of those things come from the resonance of the thoughts we have. All of those things come from laziness. All of those things come from comfort zones. All of those things come from prioritizing the wrong things. Prioritizing pleasure, prioritizing family, prioritizing things that need to be important in our life. They're vital to our existence. They're crucial to our happiness. But when it comes to thought, we need to prioritize consciousness. In order to prioritize consciousness in the thought process and vibrate at a level that will evolve those things around you and build those people in that you love and help them have better lives and build the family and relationships and the health and the work and everything around you that you want, you must continue to evolve your thoughts. Your thoughts are locked down. They are comfort zones. Your thoughts are typically repetitive habits. Your thoughts are ways of seeing the old world the way the new world is. Your thoughts are automated, especially in the subconscious, which you don't have access to. And so the first thing about success, it drives you. It drives you to evolve your thoughts, because the measure of success is the measure of the vibration and the tonality of your thought process. The second part of success is that the fifth law of nature is everything is hierarchical. Predator-prey. Now, whether you'd like to hear the words predator-prey or nature and nurture, you can convert that into a language you enjoy. But the tallest tree in the forest dominates the forest. And every other tree in the forest, every other tree is trying to get beyond the tallest tree. That's where the sun is. Every animal is trying to get the food. Every other animal, if there's plenty of it, they're happy to graze like cows. But if there's a scarcity, they'll start to fight. In our world, resources, elements, success leads us to the scarcity of the high fruit in the high tree. And therefore, seeking success is an evolutionary process crucial to the success of nature. Therefore, the universe, nature, wants you to succeed. It's on your team. It's not on your team if you seek pleasure. It's not on your team if you seek to be right. It's not on your team if you take emotionally everything that goes on around you. So the fourth law of evolution of thought, the vibration of your thought, and the fifth law of nature, which is the one and the many, the hierarchy, they work hand in hand, because you cannot rise into success in the fifth law of nature, become a leader, become evolved, become have access to rare resources that are competitive. You cannot go there without aggression on the one hand, which is what a lot of people do. They fight for the resource, or consciousness, which is the way nature deems is the best way possible, which is the fourth law, the vibratory law, the law of rhythm, the law of harmony. So when I'm talking about success, although it sounds like I'm buying into a paradigm or an idea that has nothing to do with the teachings that I've been sharing for nearly 50 years on the planet, that's not the truth. Success is nature's law.
So that brings to an end today's recording, and I hope that it's really helped you. Remember the elements of success: belief in philosophy of success, physical health, power of will, alertness, fidelity, honor, hopefulness, courage, confidence, brain power, faith in the system, physical magnetism, all play a massive role in developing the concept of creating an environment within you of success. We're going to talk about more of these tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please share it with those you love and care about. This is Chris. Take a great care. See you next time. Bye for now.